So before we left for the other video, we learned that number one, right, the steeper the line, the greater the slope. The less steep, the less the slope is, right? So when I look and compare the slope of f of x is, when I look, f of x is the red one, right? G of x is the blue one. Since the red one is less steep, therefore f of x is less than the slope of g of x, okay? Now, number 6, real quick. So the temperature T in Fish Haven, Idaho starts at 20 degrees Fahrenheit at midnight when H is 0. Okay, so right away here, our output is temperature, our input is H, right, which is the time. So H and then T, we have our input and output, which means hours and time, or sorry, hour and temperature. Okay, so right away here it says the temperature drops 2 degrees every hour. What equation, right, represents the temperature T at hour H? Well, right away at H is 0, right, 20, this gives your y-intercept, so you know your B is 20. And anytime you go up or down so much every hour or per, right, when it says drops 2 hours, that's considered a rate of change, which is your slope. So slope is -2. Therefore, when we go to write our function, the temperature after H hours is equal to our rate of change times the number of hours, so -2H. And then what was the starting temperature at 0? Hours plus 20. And this would be your equation. Okay? Now, number 7. The cost for a carriage ride is given by C of x equals 2x plus 4, where x is the number of minutes. Graph C of x, including the correct axes label. So you know x, right, represents the number of minutes. So this would be number of minutes. Your y would be your total cost. Therefore, if I were to graph this, I would plot my y-intercept. So that would be at 0, 4. So I'm going to plot 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my slope is 2. So I know I'm going to go up 1, 2, over 1. And right here would be my slope. Okay? So the number of minutes is the x-axis, cost is the y-axis, and there's your graph. All right? So for 8 through 10, in Moose, Wyoming, the snow level is modeled by the function y equals 2x plus 14. Here, y is the amount of snow in inches, x is the number of hours after midnight. Number 8 asks, what is the meaning of the y-intercept of the problem? Right? You know y-intercept is 0, 14. And remember, your x values, they tell you up here, is number of hours. And your y-axis is the amount of snow. All right, and that's in inches. So when I go to, talk about what that means, after 0 hours, right, that's summarizing what the x value tells you, there is 14 inches of snow. All right. Number 9, what is the meaning of the slope in terms of the problem? Right? If the slope, if you think about it, slope is 2 over 1. And our y values tell us 2 inches. Your x values represent hours. So if we interpret it, the snow increases 2 inches per hour. And that's what the rate of change tells us. Okay, what was the snow level at 8 a.m. when x is equal to 8? Well, if I take our equation, y equals 2x plus 14. If I know x is 8, I know y is equal to 2 times 8 plus 14, which will give me 16 plus 14, which is 30 inches of snow. All right, so this should help you with the quiz and Get that done, and I'll get the next one up.